So as reactions continue to pour in over the news that broke yesterday that DCP George Quallo has been appointed as the new Commissioner of Police effective the 18th of April, the People's Choice, the People's Champion, Renita Adams has voiced his opinion. He is in support of the nomination or the selection. He is saying that Mr. Quallo is a very nice guy, but he also have a number of questions as it relates to Mr. Quallo's ability to challenge the status quo that currently exists, and will he be able and willing to make very, very hard and hard-hitting decisions as it relates to taking the JCA forward and trying to combat the levels of crime in the country. I will share the article with you when we forward. Soon circle. Here it says, Renita Adams says, Quallo, a nice guy, but questions remain. Retired tough cop Renita Adams, widely regarded as the people's choice for the role of police commissioner, says he approves of the appointment of George Quallo to lead the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Adams said he sees Deputy Commissioner Quallo as a man of high integrity. I have worked with him for years, and during that time, as it relates to his personality, he's a very courteous man with a high degree of integrity. Very honest as far as I know him. A nice guy, Adams said. I am not sure if I have ever heard of him being involved in any form of corruption. However, Adams said, while he thinks highly of DCP Quallo, he said there are questions that he is forced to ask about Quallo as he prepares to be appointed as the man to lead the security forces. Among them, he asks, will the new commissioner be brave enough to tackle what he said is a status quo that currently exists in the force? Adams argued that it was this status quo that was hindering the JCF from maximizing on its potential towards clamping down on the country's crime problem. Being appointed to commissioner, will he be up to the task of doing what is necessary, what is needed to deal with this spiraling crime problem? Many senior members in the force are afraid, and they don't want to do what is to be done. They are afraid to confront the criminal elements frontally and deal with them according to the law, Adams said. Does he have the appetite and the strength and that sense of character to stand up to the Prime Minister and the leader of the opposition and other big people in society and say to them, listen, I am commanding this force and I will not take directives from outside? The retired cop continued. Will he have that sense of character to say, I will do what I have to do in the interest of the force and the interest of the country and the men and women under my command? Interesting questions, people. Adams went on to question whether Quallo can discipline the police high command. Is this the man that can discipline the senior officers of the force and the middle management and the rank and file, he asked. Adams said the last 4 of the 5 police commissioners did not have the character that was required, but he said the closest person with that attribute was Owen Ellington. The controversial officer said he would be watching over the next few months to see if the commissioner was up to task. So with all of us, Mr. Adams. Adams said any approach short of what he recommended would fail. Adams said how the force is being run and how Jamaica is being run is being run in the interest of external forces or external consideration. Zane, Adams, who had publicly declared his interest in the job, was a clear favorite for the role of police chief among the regular Jamaican population, and it says a flamboyant and striking figure finished way ahead of other potential candidates, including former Deputy Commissioner Mark Shees and Acting Commissioner Novlet Grant, in a poll that was done recently. You understand me? So some very, very good questions, some very interesting questions, some very hard-hitting questions from Mr. Adams, you know, who is never short of words, who is never one to shy away from speaking his mind or sharing his opinion.
Preach and preach, step over the go beat and teach. See I'm so see, beat and teach. So beat and teach, so beat and teach, beat and teach, beat and teach.
So, as I said in the video that I did that broke the story that Mr. Quallo has been appointed as the new Commissioner of Police, Mr. Adams would have been very much interested in the post, but you know Jamaica is, there are the persons who are in favor of Mr. Adams, mostly the person of the lower socioeconomic background, while you have persons who are very influential, who are affluent people, who knows people, are not in support of Mr. Adams becoming the Commissioner of Police, as Mr. Adams would not be afraid to step on anybody's toes, you understand, to dig out people from the rat hole that they are in. You understand what I mean? So persons are fearful of that. He is not somebody who was going to sit by and allow other persons to dictate to him. You understand what I say? And I am thinking that many persons serve to lose a lot should Mr. Adams be given the role as Commissioner of Police. As you know, somebody said something the other day that being commissioner should not be about just getting the guns but getting the funds, because if you make crime lose its viability as a business, then the business of crime will be tamed or can be tamed. So you have to take the money out of crime. Yeah? That's what I mean saying? So Mr. Adams is saying that Mr. Quallo has the integrity to be Commissioner of Police, but does he have the strength and the will and the courage and the temperament and the personality to do what has to be done, to make the hard decisions and to do what is best for the Jamaica Constabulary Force and the Jamaican society on a whole, and not be somebody who is influenced by external forces and persons who want to get them friend off at this, and because we know this person them something there, and prolong and perpetuate the corruption in the country. So we will watch and see. Like Mr. Adams, we are all interested to see how Mr. Quallo go about executing the authority that has been bestowed upon him in his new officers and post as Commissioner of Police. It's an interesting time, for his sake, for the country's sake, for the sake of the future of the country. I sincerely hope that he is a very successful Commissioner of Police, and the most successful Commissioner of Police in my lifetime. You understand? Because that would mean that the level of wanton violence and criminality that now is crippling and stifling this country will be checked and kept in check, and will show decline over time. So we'll watch that one, yeah. Babes, I'm out.
Remember to like, share, subscribe. This is Steve saying until next time, walk good.